Hello, nerds. Welcome to the Friday night edition of the emmijadeshow, where group therapy is in session. Hello! It is I, your friendly neighborhood M, and in just a moment, I'll be showing you my face and junk. Oh, look, there it is. It's my face. Hi! Hello, everyone. How are we doing this evening? I was gonna play something else, but then my hyperfixation said no, you aren't. So we're gonna do this. Also, Thinky, I think you might finally have walk-on music that works. I haven't tested it yet because I added it 5 minutes ago, but it should be there now if you check the channel point rewards, I believe. So hello, we are here. And, oh, hold on. I need to switch over to this. Hello. Thinky says, group therapy. I love it. My hyperfixation with this game has been such that, like... Not taking the homage to anything God! 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 That's the Thinky walk-on music. Yay! Okay. Let's see. Gotta go get this candle. Or this depressing dreamer fear thing. This is legitimately such a sad zone in the game. How is everyone doing this evening? Also, I am in phone land because, lol, guess who forgot to make dinner? I love that I can help you remember to eat. Hey, somebody put another nickel in the thing you forgot to eat jar. What are you eating? What are you preparing for us this evening, my friend? And by us, I mean yourself, because I cannot eat your food. I ate cereal for dinner. No points for anyone who didn't guess it, so I'm making pasta. I had pasta for lunch. So all I did for dinner was a little bowl of cereal. Ooh. A letter by a burning candle. Maker, give me strength. When the darkspawn came to Denerim, I wept so hard that I could not see, but still I fought for you. When demons poured from the sky where the temple of sacred ashes used to stand, my hands shook so badly I could not aim my bow, but still I fought for you. When Corypheus and his archdemon destroyed Haven and killed my friends, I screamed until I had no voice, but still I fought for you. They are sending me to attack Adamant. They say that the fortress is defended by an army of demons, and the odds are grim. We cannot win, but our distraction, our sacrifice, may give the important people the chance to do what is necessary. My stomach is knotted, and I see dead friends from old battles reaching out for me every time I close my eyes. I am so afraid, Maker, but still I will fight for you. Writer unknown. Ooh. We'll get you right in the sternum. Make sure I didn't leave anything behind over here. I don't think I did. Yeah, my hyperfixation with this game has been such that when I left this save here, I still booted up an old Ellie save and played it a bunch yesterday. That's so fair. Honestly, if I had cereal, I'd do that, but I do not right now, and it's probably for the best because lunch is applesauce and graham crackers. Thank you. That's not allowed. You gotta stop doing that. I just ran out of leftovers yesterday, so actual food prep had to happen. Such a mood. I made a giant pot of pasta yesterday that had lentils blended into the sauce. So when you eat it, it just kind of... it keeps you full all day. And, so I was not super hungry when it was actual dinner time. We've already been here. I was not super hungry when it was actual dinner time. But I knew that I'd be hungry if I waited until after stream to eat. I'm actually gonna go... no. Here, I am gonna go back this way because there's a bunch of little nooks and crannies in this zone that you can just miss. I have stuff to make wonton soup and egg rolls. I just have not had stuff to make it. Wonton soup is so good, man. I used to have a place right next to the Starbucks where I worked that had excellent wonton soup, and I would get it all of the time. Somehow I never think to make it at home. Yeah. I'm gonna just go back here and make sure we explore all the nooks and crannies, because there are many. Whee! This whole map is so strange. There's so many little details that are hard to miss. Like, this feels like it was ripped out of Kirkwall.
That's not normal, is it?
What's not normal? Dorian, you're going to have to be more specific. Are you talking about wall dinner? Wall dinner! No, I want that. That's what I want. It's not too bad, except folding the wontons and honestly making it at home means I can add veggies to it. It usually makes the soup better. Plus, soup from a can. Like, I have a lot of my, like, if I'm super broke soup, or super broke food storage is soups. And, well, see, there's stuff that oh, right, I'm not playing Ellie, I'm playing Kate. Which means I have a different set of abilities. Oh, I see what I would have missed if I hadn't come back here. But yeah, most of my, like, emergency food storage is soup related objects. And there's so much salt in that, man. My point being is that you can make soup at home that doesn't have as much salt. This reminds me of the one of the elf, like the Dalish elf origin. Something came out of Illuvian and killed someone. Ooh. Okay, anything else? Ooh, book? What book? Walking the Fade, Frozen Moments. I once studied the Fade as a scholar, dissecting it as a child might a rat or a frog. I was young and craved the power conquering the Fade could bring. I tried in vain to chart its paths, and when I failed, I attempted to secure them. In my arrogance, I struggled against the Fade's very nature. How does one pin down a dream? How can one control a thought so that it might travel always the same course from conception to completion? Only when I let go of my desires and humbled myself was the Fade open to me. The spirits came and took it upon themselves to be my guides, my lanterns in the darkness. At their command, the paths grew still, and I could walk with them again and again. I was shown vast oceans containing not water but memories drawn from the minds of dreamers. I drifted through frozen moments like paintings perfect in each detail. As I explored this impossible realm, the spirits kept darker things at bay. I came to trust them, even love them, and saw my own love reflected in them. To know the Fade, one cannot seek to master it. The Fade is the master, the teacher. We are merely apprentices. Writings of Magister Callistus of Terraven, known to some as Callistus the Fade Touched. For sure, if I can make soup from scratch, I try to, but sometimes we gotta do the canned variety, and that's okay. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the broken alluvium there is supposed to make us think of the Dalish origin. Yeah, me too. I have been replaying this game a lot lately, and it is very... It has made me appreciative of all the little ways that Inquisition very clearly loved the older games. In ways that Veilguard did not. Ooh. Oh, that's like... Oh, that's cool. That looks cool. I had to do a screenshot there because that looked neat. I did this exact quest yesterday, but I had an entirely different party. I didn't have Varric with me. I had Solus, Cassandra, and someone else? I don't remember exactly who all I had. I may have had Dorian. Cause I did try to take 2 mages, but Solus is unbearable in here. He keeps being like all smug and fascinated. Like, yes, I get it. You're academically curious about what's happening here. We are also trying to fight for our lives. You know, the rest of us that are actual mortals. Make sure I didn't forget anything. Ooh, what was that? That was that Viridian crystal up there. Whee. This one. Okay. That already goes back that way. I have to check the map a lot. Because I'm not... Like... I'm usually not a completionist in games. But I do...
Be ready! I'm guessing those aren't friendly either!
You know, you do a lot of yelling, Dorian. Keep thinking that I am playing Ellie.
One down!
But I do have like a desperate need to unlock all parts of a map in a Fog of War. Okay, so we've got 2 options here. Let's go this way. Because one of these little side paths actually has the very last
What's this?
dreamer memory. Well, see, I love the academic curiosity here because I really believe that he's never been in the Fade like this, but I totally get where it'd be annoying. I'm just annoyed by him in general, so maybe, maybe it is just me, but, I do need him to get concerned about survival and not just, ooh, I read about, like, I saw this is fascinating, I've never seen, I need you to look me in the eyeballs and understand that we're all trying to not die. They think they own us. They think they decide whether we live or die. They sit there smug in their armor, ready to cut off our heads for the slightest transgression. As though we don't strive every day to stay sane. I really wish you'd been able to bring Cullen in here. To keep the demons away. They can't control us any longer. I won't go back to the circle, not ever. I thought about it last night, being back in the tower, their eyes on me, and all of it came back. All the years, head down, don't clench your fingers, be a good mage, be a quiet mage, and I realized I don't want to make peace with the Templars. I want them to burn. I want it so badly that the bed caught fire and wouldn't go out until Ivan iced it all over. It's still there inside me. I want them to feel the fear they made me feel. I want them to know what it's like. We're leaving for the Conclave in a few hours. If those bastards so much as blink the wrong way, I'll let them see what an apostate looks like. From the Journal of an Unknown Mage. Pinky says, I know Godmap Fog is my worst enemy. Let me see all the places. I know. I don't think it's just you. I just got shit taste about him specifically. Oh. There was an actual demons in that one. No, you don't have shit taste. I'm probably just mean. Hi, Anders 2.0. Yeah, that one startled me a little bit.
Perhaps I should be afraid, facing the most powerful members of the Inquisition.
I like his voice.
Are you afraid, Cole? I can help you forget, just like you help other people. We're so very much alike, you and I.
No, you aren't.
No.
Wow. There's a whole just section of this map that I missed yesterday. I don't think I found this the last time we played through Inquisition either. Shut up, Nightmare! Leave my spirit son alone! Right?
Greetings, Dorian. It is Dorian, isn't it? For a moment I mistook you for your father.
Rude.
Rather uncalled for.
Yeah, I don't think we found this zone the last time we played this game either. Although the last time we played this game, we were rushing. We were, like, severely rushing because Veilguard was coming out in a week. It's really neat bringing everyone here and seeing how the Nightmare tries to needle them. Yeah, I know that I've heard the Nightmare needle them before, but I don't think, in my run through it yesterday, that the Nightmare needled anyone but Hawk and Shroud. So and me. That, or I didn't notice. Which seems unlikely, but you never know. Tries to get Vivienne by calling her irrelevant. Yeah, I like the little graveyard you can find where
Once
it's got
again,
all their worst
Hawk is in
fears.
danger because of you, Varric. You found the Red Lyrium. You brought Hawk here.
Just keep talking, Smiley.
It talks about leaving the Fade in Iron Bull's body. Yikes. I need to take more people in here in my stuff. The problem with it is that I can't go anywhere without Varric. I am codependent upon Varric. I know Solus is all in Elven, which is fun. Yeah, I didn't hear that at all. And so I can usually only experience 2 different ones at a time. Gray Sparrow, hello. Yeah, I love these Fade fears for each of them. Yeah, same. I have like a long-standing dislike of the version, like the world state where Alistair is a Grey Warden. I don't like
Did you
that
think you
ending
mattered,
for him.
Hawk? Did you think anything you ever did mattered?
Yeah,
You
you could
couldn't
miss
even
all
save
of
your
that by
city.
not going up there.
How could you expect to strike down a god?
But I do.
Fenris is going to die just like your family. And everyone you ever cared about.
Big mistake.
Well, that's going to grow tiresome quickly.
But I do like bringing Alistair in here to hear some of the stuff it says to him about Merrick.
Small fears.
Because
Too
it's...
small to shape the Fade themselves. Clinging to the nightmare. Feeding on the bits it leaves behind.
Aw,
And
Cole.
of course, they look like giant spiders.
You saw spiders? I saw creatures corrupted by red lyrium.
They want your fear, so they look how you feel.
Cassandra says she sees maggots. So it's very fun. But yeah, I do love the stuff it says about Alistair, because as we all know, this whole... Hello, Grey Sparrow. Welcome. We are glad to have you. I also love Dragon Age Inquisition. As we know, this is... this particular stream is all about tidbits of lore information that you may not have known about Alistair and his parents. But there is a reference when you bring Alistair down here in the Grey Warden version of things, where it makes reference to a very obscure comic, which always makes me very happy.
With each moment, it grows stronger.
Sarah sees nothing, which is fascinating. Oh, that is fascinating. Okay, we'll come back for these potions later. Yeah, poor Hawk hearing that Fenris is going to die like the rest of her family. Absolutely not. All the feels. Yeah, so there is a comic where it came out, I want to say it came out between 2 and Inquisition, because it had, like, the main characters of the comic were Varric and Isabella and Alistair.
The demons!
And so... I've literally never been strong enough to do a world state where Alistair is a warden, so I've never heard anything it has to say to him. Yeah, I've done it just because I need to consume all the content regarding my 3 favorite characters, which are Merrick, Fiona, and Alistair, so I have to consume all of their content. So I did one world state where he was a Grey Warden, and I did it just up to this point, because there is a comic where Varric, Isabella, and Alistair basically go after what happened to King Merrick, and it's a very good comic. It's very sad, but anyway, it mentions when you bring Alistair into the Fade, he mentions having seen his father in the Fade before, and when it's talking about that's exactly the bit in the comic. That was also the first time I got confirmation that he cared about Fiona past the calling, which made me really happy. Let's see. Fears of the Dreamers, the Grey Warden. I joined the Wardens to serve in glory. No blade could touch me, nor any claw pierce my armor. Still, I was fated by joining to die. Alone in the deep roads, the calling in my mind, I sat by the last campfire I would see, allowing myself one last night of terror, and cursed the fate that brought me here. Let it be my choice to have served and died. Let it be nobility rather than the dread hand of fate. Destroy my destiny, and let this be my decision. Cool. Also... Oh, it does say something to Logain, doesn't it? I also need to know everything it says about Logain, because, as Stinky knows, I have written extensively about what happened if Logain actually became a warden without the hero of Ferelden's consent. It will never make sense to me that they left that decision up to her. That one is super painful, though, because you, like, find Alistair as a drunk, I think.
This is the breach back in Haven. That's how I escaped.
Or he could marry Honora. That's icky.
The demons! Keep running! Ah!
Get it. Save the divine, Kate. No. Didn't save the divine. Oops. Now it's gonna have to be one of your friends.
It was you.
We have not seen Jennifer. Also, if there are
They thought it was Andraste sending me from the Fade, but it was the Divine behind me.
Alistair is my favorite.
then
He's
you.
my favorite boy. The only characters I love
died.
more than him are his parents. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, when you take him down there, it tries to tell
don't
him he
say.
doesn't measure up to his dad, and he's
sorry,
basically just
like
like, ha! You're not saying anything my own self-loathing hasn't said to me before, so we're good. Oh no! She turned into a big glowing sun lady. This is, I need to make sure Jen's actually okay. Give me just a second. She's normally here by now. I've done Alistair as a warden, but never anything with Logain. Yeah, it's hard to do, like... It's a question. Is the Divine dying at the beginning of DAI equivalent to letting the Council die in Mass Effect 1? That's a good question. So, Grey Sparrow, just as since you're new around here, what we're doing, the run we're doing currently is called the Cakequisition, because we have created an alternate universe where my Shepard from Mass Effect, Kate Shepard, is the Inquisitor in Dragon Age Inquisition, and so sometimes we will make references to the equivalencies between the two games. That's a very good question, Vicky. Let's see.
Are you a memory of the Divine? A reflection?
If
That's
that
why
is the
she's all
story
black
you
and
wish to
red.
tell, it is not a bad one.
It's N7
What we do
armor.
know is that the mortal Divine perished at the temple.
Hawk, I love
Thanks to
you.
the Grey Wardens.
As I said, the Grey Wardens responsible for that crime were under the control of Corypheus. We can discuss this further once we return to Adamant.
Assuming that the Wardens and their demon army didn't destroy the Inquisition while we were gone.
How dare you judge us? You tore
I
Kirkwall
will
apart
judge the Grey
and started
Wardens
the
all I
Mage
want,
Rebellion.
actually. They make
protect
bad
the innocent
decisions
mages,
every
not
time.
Madmen drunk on blood magic. But you'd ignore that, because you can't imagine a world without the Wardens, even if that's what we need.
The blood sings softly, it never stops, and then it's all they hear.
Oh.
We can't let them hurt more people.
They might still be useful. What if Corypheus conjures another blight? You never know.
I don't know what to tell you. There are a few good ones.
Hi, Stroud. Sorry
but an
you're
awful
destined
lot
to
of the
die
ones
here.
I've known went crazy.
This debate can wait until we're out of danger.
Yeah, I said this last time, but
Inquisitor.
one of my favorite things about bringing Alistair down here is that if you
The nightmare has found us.
if you leave Alistair in the Fade,
Form up!
I'm with you.
and then you go directly back to Skyhold, you will not find Fiona anywhere. She will have disappeared from Skyhold. She will essentially vanish. All the mages will still be there, but Fiona will not be there.
Follow the Divine. Whatever she is our way out of here.
And basically the implication is that her son got left in the Fade, and she was like, the fuck he did? And she goes to find him. Yeah, unfortunately Stroud has to be the sacrificial lamb. so that I don't lose anyone other than Stroud. No, go back. Okay, now I can do that. Hastily written note. A note left by a burning candle. Lunette, the breach is sealed and the war between the Templars and the mages is finally over. All our fear and terror is finally ending as order returns to this world. I wish you could see the people celebrating at Haven. It is everything you would have wanted when you left for the Conclave. I will make your sacrifice a worthy one. What we did here with this fledgling Inquisition will shape all of Thedas. I will make you proud. Your flame will burn forever as a beacon of hope. Something is happening. The ground is shaking and the soldiers are all running to the gates. Rest well at the Maker's side, my daughter. I will sing your memory again soon. Love, Elwyn. Then she rescues her son and everything is fine forever and ever. Exactly. I have a whole thing in my head about how she... Because I will actually never accept that particular ending. I don't like him being a warden at all. Because I don't like the Grey Wardens. They make me angry. But if I must... No, this is not what I wanted. I wanted the journal. The Fade. That's what I want. None of those are actually a fear. That's weird. Or is that one I've already done? It's probably one I've already done. Oh, it's over here. Letter! This one's sad. The door is open. Mother said to run. She said the Darkspawn were coming. She wanted me to go. The door is open. It was closed when I left. She said she would be right behind me. She said not to come back no matter what. The lamps are lit all over the village, even during the day, to see through the smoke. Mother should be here by now, but the door is open. I'm going to look inside.
Warden Stroud, how must it feel to devote your whole life to the Wardens, only to watch them fall? Or worse, to know that you were responsible for their destruction? When the next blight comes,
shut up.
will they curse your name?
With the Maker's blessing, we will end this wretched beast.
We're not going to use that until we get to the big bad guy. Why do these things look like demented deep stalkers? It's because they are deep stalkers. I didn't even realize they were deep stalkers down here. Is one of you terrified of deep stalkers? Sorry I was grabbing food, but yes, love both Dragon Age and Mass Effect. Amazing. What you eating? Meanwhile, I'm like, what if the Hawk twins both made it to Inquisition and Carver sacrificed himself for Bethany there instead? Because I have a problem, apparently. I mean, I'm not gonna judge you. I've got a whole expanded alternate universe that involves a whole bunch of people coming back to life because somebody blew a horn. Which was my answer to fixing what Veilguard did to Southern Thedas. Because, as Thinky said, they will take Southern Thedas from my cold dead hands and I will simply not be dying. Also, since you are new around here, Gray Sparrow, you can hit !quote to pull a random quote from our many, like 7 to 8 years
What's
worth
up,
of quotes.
you cool baby?
Thank you so much! Welcome! We are so glad that you have followed. You've heard too much about the AU that's part of M, so you know it's fine. Yeah. I have this whole like stack of documents that's like, here's this MacGuffin I made up called the Horn of Calenhad. And the Horn of Calenhad is a MacGuffin where someone is based on like
Do
Queen
you
Susan's
think you
horn
can
from
fight
Narnia.
me? I am your every fear come to life. I am the veiled hand of
I don't like the
Corypheus
Grey
himself.
Wardens, and I
The
especially
demon army
don't
you
like
fear,
Duncan.
I command it. They are bound all through me.
Ah, so if we banish you, we banish the demons. Thank you.
That was
Every fear come to life.
incredibly on topic. I have beef with Duncan. Mostly because, everything that ever happened to Alistair was, like, horrifically the opposite of what Fiona wanted when he was born. And so, that was, like, her bestie, right? Like, Duncan was her best friend. Taking Alistair into the Grey Wardens, like, basically putting the life of that child, which she had sacrificed everything to protect, at risk, was an incredible betrayal of their friendship. I do not enjoy Duncan. Well, thanks. Mostly it's because I wanted Fenris to angst about Hawk getting made tranquil at the end of Dragon Age 2, and the whole thing had some knock-on effects.
That's a big one. Ah, we fought bigger.
You won't hurt my friends.
Quitty. Can you actually see the spider one from here, or is it just like... Quitty, I say swear words like socialism. He does. I said I would wait until we got to the big one to use this, but actually it's easier on Pride Demons. Kate is actually probably going to be way less difficult because she has guard and a sword that is frankly stupid in how much damage it does. Pinky says update, pasta achieved. I will note that in that AU, Hawk does come back. I also love this AU because I have played around with that particular concept also because I enjoy Fenris murdering things. Let's see. Memories etched in stone and blood. I made the expected offerings this morning, but the gods remain silent. The priests are frightened. All of Tevinter is frightened. Our gods have led our people for centuries. Now they have gone still. Are we alone here in the world, no better than the savages to the south who beg for guidance from spirits? And what of the strange creatures who come from underground, like our friends the dwarves? These spawn the darkness and the plague they carry. Why do our gods not protect us from this? Now the ground shakes. The statue cuts my hand as I fall against it. A great roar sounds. It is massive, shaking the temple market, and I see the silhouette cut the sky. It is a dragon. No, it is Dumont. I have made the offering so many times. His form is as familiar as my own hand. He has returned in glory to destroy these darkspawn that threaten us, to lead Tevinter back to an age of glory and wonder. But no, his scales are sickly and mottled, his form twisted and corrupt, like the darkspawn themselves. He opens his great maw, and fire billows forth, igniting the market. The flames rush towards me. What did we do wrong? Memories somehow caught in the blood of an ancient Tevinter statue. This place is so fascinating. Some of the stuff looks like it is like lifted straight out of Tevinter. Some of it looks like bits of Kirkwall. It's fantastic. Temple of Dumont. Look upon the Temple of Dumont, god of silence, who speaks the faithful in dreams. No words of desire may sway his will, no cry of valor may stand against him, for his silence conquers all, and his secrets are shared only with the worthy. Look upon the Temple of Dumont and fear him. Fascinating. Even more fascinating now that we know that the old gods were just the Evanurus. Oh. Alright, this is what we wanted. There's a kid over here who's scared. Haven is burnt. Mama cries when I'm not looking. It's cold in the mountains and my feet hurt, but Mama says to hush, that others have it worse. She says a monster named Corypheus came to Haven, and it was only the Maker's blessing that let us escape. I don't feel blessed. The monsters come every night when I sleep, and I don't want to wake Mama crying again. I miss Sir Snort. Sir Snort always kept the monsters away in my dreams. There you go, buddy. There's Sir Snort. It also includes Felisan being tranquil and not dead, and him coming back too, because someone's got to support my Inky giving soulless therapy. Right. Because you're Inquisitor. Something romance egg pun. There's an egg pun, but I don't feel like expending that much energy to insult Solus.
Over there!
Okay. Concerned about Jennifer's absence. It's fine. She's probably just doing something with AJ. Well, she can't romance Cullen. Cullen's ending up with Bethany. You know, before I... Like, my hawk was the one that's what took the longest to settle for me, mostly because I romanced Anders initially, and as I got older, Anders exhausted me, and I became a Fenris girly, and so I had to like transition and develop a new hawk. And like there's the male himbo hawk, who is Varric's husband in the universe I share with Jennifer. But before I came up with Sarah Hawk, who is the Fenris Mancer, I was a little too attached to my girl who had romanced Anders, and I was eventually like, I can't deal with her staying with Anders, so I had her get with Cullen. Now, this took place before Inquisition came out. This is a headcanon from pre-Inquisition, if that tells you anything. That implies that Cullen Bethany didn't happen because it's a Soul of Ellen universe and I needed Cullen to have a person, but still. Follow the glowing ghost lady.
You must get through the rift, Inquisitor. Get through, and then slam it closed with all your strength. That will banish the army of demons and exile this cursed creature to the farthest reaches of the Fade.
You're so French. But yeah, no, I ended up having that version of Hawk get with Cullen eventually. No, I need that. Which means I'm gonna have to... I'm gonna have to go back. Whee! Pinky, can you check on Jennifer for me? Just send her a Discord message, because I can't currently. What did I miss? It's one of these. Aha. Oh, it's the Grey Warden blood. When the Darkspawn were new, and the Magistrate had just brought them to our world with their sin, I was among the first to call myself a Grey Warden and swear to end the blight that threatened our world. We had seen the Archdemon die from mortal blows, only to rise again from the body of one of its servants. It could not die. I searched in vain for some way to kill the beast and save my world. I slept in fear with no solution, knowing only that the blight the Magistrates had brought would destroy everything because I could not save it. Show me what must be done to slay the Archdemon. Show me what I need to save my world. And then it's Grey Warden blood. Thinky says, to Grey Sparrow, I lovingly call this AU the Dragon Age soup because it's a mix of my big AU ideas. There's a warden for every origin, a Swin surviving Dragon Age 2 and Hawk getting made tranquil after getting caught rescuing Bethany from Meredith after Beth served cold, and then Llewellyn adding 2 and 2 and getting 5 and figuring out Solus as a spirit like right after his personal quest, so she has most of the game to give him therapy. Yeah, Thinkies is the only, Thinky is my favorite solo villain. I don't have many of those because I tend to want to crack Solus like an egg and not in the pejorative sexual way. Just in general. It is funny to me that this Darkspawn blood is in the middle of this graveyard. Iron Bowl. Okay, message to Jensen. Thank you. So, Iron Bowl Madness. Vivian Irrelevance. Derek became his parents. I don't know if that one just doesn't have one. Cassandra Helplessness. Dorian Temptation. Sarah the Nothing. Solus Dying Alone. Why do these not have anything, is my question. Cole, Despair. I think he literally fears becoming a Despair demon. Blackwell himself. This should have given us the advisors, too. That would have been very cool. Llewellyn added 2 and 2 and getting 5. I got grandfathered in because it happened to me after we've been friends for like 10 years. Yeah, I think he's my ride or die. I'm gonna let her give the egg some therapy without giving her too much shit. The twins and Hawk being made tranquil are next level. I really enjoy the Hawk being made tranquil thing. I have done that to I have written that happening to Fiona before, and it is brutal.
Die!
I did not eat. Someone here is afraid of deep stalkers. It's not me. Thank you for the strength. We've done all that, so now we can go back. My eye is watering. And I gotta go back down here to the glowy divine. Look, I understand why you hate him. He deserves it most of the time. I just have a lot of fondness for the bald war criminal. Listen, you guys put up with me constantly talking about a character who has like maybe 40 lines in this game and one book about her. And otherwise, Fiona is like not much of a presence. But I love her, and it's a personality flaw of mine. Besides, I still adore Cullen, so it's fine. Oh, this thing is difficult to look at.
If you would, please tell Liliana. I am sorry. I fell for you too.
Ugh, ugh. I hate spiders. I hate Big Spider most of all. Oh, Cullen. My magical meth head husband. We're gonna go talk to him after this. This is gonna be much more obnoxious.
You cannot stand against me.
Wanna bet? This is literally the only time I've ever played this game as anything but a mage. And I don't hate it. Oh, wakey wakey, and some bakey! Get up, spirit son! Cole is like grunt. Her child. This is my child. No, you can't do anything about it.
You are nothing.
Are you sure? Because your health bar is going down a lot faster than it went down yesterday. I should have outfitted Cole a little better. Oh, I'm so gonna level when this is over. Excuse me while I just take all this delicious spider ichor. Look, we should all have a very minor character, specifically a woman who we love so much, even though canon does not. It builds character. Minor character love is true love. Thank you! My love for Fiona is unending. The one YouTube video that I have made is about Fiona. I need to update that and make a new one using all this lore that I have discovered. Hey, you dude, you're not looking so good. This fight took me 15 minutes the last time I did it. But you are going down pretty bad, my guy.
I grow fat on your fear.
He's a badass. Aw, did somebody run away because he was afraid I was gonna kick his ass? I think so. Excuse me, I'm gonna stop this fight to go loot.
We can do it!
Hate smash. Listen.
You will die in agony.
Hate is a particularly elegant battering ram. Oh, I think I know what happened to Jen. She's playing The Sims 2. The Sims has stolen her from us. That's rude. Once we get out of the fade, we'll go on break. and do a break question, and then I'll bother her. That thing is so unpleasant.
We need to clear a path!
Go! I'll cover you!
No, you were right. The Grey Wardens caused this. A warden must...
A warden must help them rebuild. That's your job. Corypheus is mine.
Listen, Stroud, I like you. You're a good guy. And the Wardens need some less stupid among their ranks. However, Sarah, you are a mother. And Varric is inconsolable and greatly disapproves of me if you die. So I'm going to have to choose Stroud.
Inquisitor, it has been an honor. For the Warden!
This is where I usually leave Hawk behind to save Alistair. Yeah, see, that's why I can't do the Alistair ending. Or the Grey Warden Alistair. I have to have him be the king, because I can't leave him behind in the Fade. It breaks my entire heart. But I also can't hurt Varric the way you hurt him when you leave Hawk behind. So for me, I have to make Alistair the king every time. Also, Fenris will do unspeakable violence.
Without the nightmare to control them, the mages are free and Corypheus loses his demon army. Though as far as they're all concerned, the Inquisitor broke the spell with the blessing of the Maker.
They came out of this alive. As far as I'm concerned, they can tell whatever stories they like.
That's how legends get started. Or at least that's what Varric always says.
Inquisitor, the Archdemon flew off as soon as you disappeared. The Venatori Magister is unconscious but alive. Cullen thought you might wish to deal with him yourself. As for
Cullen
the
got me a
Wardens,
present.
those who weren't corrupted helped us fight the demons. We stand ready to help make up for Clarel's tragic mistake. Where is Stroud?
Warden Stroud died striking a blow against a servant of the Blight.
Try
You
not to
honor
think
his
about what I've done
sacrifice,
to Fenris.
and
Oh
remember
no!
how he exemplified the ideals of the Grey Wardens, even as Corypheus and his
I love
servants tried
Fenris
to
so much.
destroy you all from within.
I have to save Hawk
Inquisitor, we
also
have no one
because
left of any
in my
significant
canon,
rank. What do we do now?
so thank you. Which one of these do you do? I did this one yesterday, so I guess I can do Help the Inquisition today.
You stay and do whatever you can to help.
I don't remember what happens. We'll just find out. Whee! I want to go back to Skyhold. I have to save Fenris because I have to make sure he's okay. Because in Dragon Age 2, my
Look, send me one final report.
Hawk
She's
has
on
a
her way to
baby.
White House.
His name is Malcolm. Named
As
after
for
her
the Grey
dad.
Wardens, they are fighting
And
demons and Red Templars while staying clear of
That's
Venatori.
kind of a side note in the Dragon Age 2 story.
You
But
dealt Corypheus a significant
by the
blow,
time we get to
Inquisitor.
Veilguard, Malcolm is 16. And Malcolm disappears about the time Veilguard begins. And no one knows what's happened to him. And what has happened to him is that he has gone to Tevinter to find Varric and convinced everyone that he is an adult. Because Varric is, well, Varric, you know. And he is Rook. And I play all of Veilguard like a 16-year-old who is trying to convince everyone he is an adult. And because he is very tall And because he has Fenris's very deep voice, and he can use a very large sword, everyone believes him. He has 2 close friends. One of them is Kieran, who is Alistair and Morrigan's child. And Kieran is... He's like if you took all 3 McElroy brothers and squished them into one and gave him a sword. He has no magical capabilities whatsoever. And the only ones he do have come back when Veilguard starts. He calls it, he says, and I quote, "I'm a weird god baby again, and I don't know how to feel about it." And the other one, who is the other of the trio of boys, is Bryce Theron, who is Alistair and my warden's oldest child. And they're like a trio of idiots. All 3 of them are idiots.
We owe much of that to Stroud. And
Yes. You took an army from Corypheus, but that will matter little if Orlais falls into chaos. All arrangements have been
Kieran
made
is
for the ball
great.
in Halam Shiral.
The version of
Let
him
us know
I've
when
written
you are
is
ready
one
to
of my
proceed.
favorite characters. Because he like... Basically, something happened when he was about 14 where Morrigan needed somewhere safe for him to stay, and so he was brought to Denerim, and she was like, "I help." And so he stayed there temporarily and then became best friends with his little brother, and it was very hard to pry him away after that. Let's see.
I'll go as soon as I am able.
Good. Cullen, Josephine, and I will discuss the best way to gain an audience with the Empress. Speak with us when you are ready.
I also have a Kieran, but he's a big weird eldritch child who becomes
What was she
in my
like?
AU, though. Yes.
Divine Justinia.
The way I
Or
have...
a soul. Or the spirit that took her form. I read your report.
She seemed...
That...
Yeah.
She did ask me to tell you something, though. She said, "I'm sorry. I failed you too."
Oh. I should finish this before it slips my mind. Perhaps later we might discuss the matter further. Thank you.
You're welcome, Liliana. I love you, and I'm very sad you weren't in Veilguard. Also, you heard back from Jen. Has she been eaten by the Sims too? Is this what's happened? She's smoking and should be here after break. Cool. Sweet. This is the report on Liliana's nuts. We are going to take a break. Here in the land of the emmijadeshow, we do a break question. And today's break question is... let's see. What was the first thing you ever wrote fanfiction about? Answer that in the chat, and we'll be right back. nerds. I see that we have a Jennifer in the chat. Hello. Can you hear me? You should be able to hear me. Yes. Just in case. We're going to go back to the see my face button. Hello. So the question, the break question, was what was the first thing you ever wrote fanfic for? And let's see. Thinky says, oh dear Lord, in all caps. And then we're about to get real embarrassing because I think it was Buffy the Vampire Slayer back in the Buffy Angel days of the show when I was a baby child. That's fine. Mine was Sailor Moon. So Sailor Moon and Star Wars were my two first fanfic things. And if it makes you feel any better, my first fanfic was about Luke Skywalker coming to take me away to train as a Jedi so that I didn't have to go to my private school. Don't send your kids to private school, guys. You get bullied there. Let's see. Gray Sparrow says, I started when BG3 came out, so 3 years ago. I'm a late bloomer. There is nothing wrong with that. That is a fantastic starting point. I wish that BG3 had been around when I started writing fan fiction. Well, I don't, because I would have been far too young to play that game. Because I started writing fan fiction when I was like 12, 13. Jen's here! Jen says mine was Doctor Who like 15 years ago. God, has it been 15 years? We, this stream is founded off of the backs of a great many groups we have been in across the years. But Jen and Thinky and I all used to be a little mini clique of outcasts in a Doctor Who fandom scene on Tumblr. That was basically our little thing. Jen was such a massively popular fic writer and is so very talented. Jen says, Thinky, do you remember my letters to the Lost Girl? That was my first fanfic. I remember seeing it. I don't think I read it, but I remember seeing it. I do remember that. It started as pretty much the same reason I write fanfic now, like a catharsis to process things that happened. It was very cute. It wasn't the first thing I read of yours. That was your second ever IRC of Wolf and the Thief, but I did read it. That was my second ever! And it was a fucking beast. Always insane to me. Jen can put out massive volumes. Meanwhile, I'm out here having written fics since before I knew what fic was. It was just me writing words in notebooks about the characters I liked. Same, Thinky. I didn't know what fanfic was when I started writing about Luke Skywalker taking me away to train me as a Jedi. I may have only started 3 years ago, but this is also me. I didn't know what someone meant when they said they liked my fic. In fairness, a lot of fanfiction just never got written down. I had a very rich imagination. Yeah, no, we have... There is so much. Like, Jen and I have written a great deal together also, but like, we have written a lot. There are a lot of words, but however much we have written, there's probably double or triple of universes that we have not written. Just make shit up in my head and talk to myself like a crazy person at night when I'm not allowed to be reading anymore. Though to be fair, I did figure out what fic was not too long after the Buffy fic era. There's a lot of Sailor Moon fic I read on websites. There's a lot of Sailor Moon fic that I wrote on websites. I will never be more grateful than I am for the fact that a Sailor Moon romance, which was the home of 90% of Sailor Moon fanfiction on the internet at the time, before AO3 was a thing, that a few years ago, that website experienced something like 70 to 80% data loss because some of its servers crashed, and it was like irreparable and couldn't get it back. And all of my worst fanfiction crimes that have been posted to the internet went with it. You can't find those fics anymore, and I'm supremely grateful. You can hear me? Yes, yay! Honestly, I adore that, though. We love escapism in fic. I was not an outcast. I would have preferred to be an outcast. That is true. Jen got Well, you did get bullied for not being outcast enough. Jen was the BNF among us, is true. But Emma's... Was I BNFE? I think I just, like, was around people. Oh, damn, I didn't know I was surrounded by celebrities. God. No, we are just 3 middle-aged women who liked Doctor Who too much in our 20s. I had people who wanted me to be an outcast. Haha, the letter on the screen is from me. It is. It does say Sparrow on it, doesn't it? Those people were very jealous. They were terrifying. I said compared to me. Oh, I didn't feel BNFE. Do they still use that term? BNF? Big name fan is what it means. When I think of me, who wrote like Drabbles and had like 3 friends, 2 of whom are here. Yeah, it's weird to explain how Tumblr worked back then to people who were not super present. Yes, hello, we are back. Let's go talk to the magical meth head. Well, we gotta stop and talk to my girl first, though, and turn in our research. Hold on. Listen, that's what this is for. We are for middle-aged women who like BioWare games. You have found your tribe. Larks and I also wrote 2... Larks, who I also wrote 2 entire Peach novels with. Larks was in the Discord the other day, which, if you, I think that link still works. If it doesn't still work, can somebody grab a link to the Discord? Welcome to the club. It is group. So here's how we describe it. All of us are evangelicals, and so we describe this particular little space as a church youth group, but we are not church, nor are we youth, so it's just group. And so that is why it says group is in session. So we are here for that. Let's talk to my one and only love. Hello, my darling.
I'm told you gave the Grey Wardens another chance, Inquisitor. Would I have done the same, I wonder?
No.
Forgiveness.
Absolutely not. They kicked you out.
I hope the Order values what you've done and gives you no reason to regret it.
I trust everything is well with
I also have...
There have been a few scuffles with your Templars, but overall, it is going well.
No church, no youth, just group. Wait, shut up, I had a joke and I'm stoned and I forgot. Oh no. Oh, Fiona, my love.
Leave you to it.
I also have a headcanon that when they found out she was pregnant with Alistair, they did try to keep her child, and she did have to fight to get to take him to Merrick. Okay, Sparrow, you said that you write BG3 fanfic. I need to know what flavor. We do also play BG3 here. We played it like a couple of weeks ago. No, shut up, Emily. Too much. Okay, we're still doing the joke. Okay, sorry. I was gonna go talk to my magical meth head, but you know. Fuck them up, Fiona. I am waiting patiently. Colin is not here. Oh yeah, this is the part where he tries to resign. We do like BG3. Did you see that they're doing an Astarion novel? Written by T. Kingfisher and narrated by Neil Newbin. Hey kids, do you know who else had a cool lockup song? Oh my god. the magical method, and he's a church boy.
It wasn't for no reason that he shed his blood. His return is very close. You better be believing that our God is an awesome God. Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven.
Thank you. Oh. Yeah, so Jen and Thinky are the mods, and they have their own walk-up music, like baseball players.
Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentagast. Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak
Yeah,
with
I am
Seeker Pentagast.
actually looking for my magical meth head. You know, I'm not familiar with T. Kingfisher, but a cursory Google has me interested. We are very silly here. Hi, Segret. Hi, Harding. Hi. Oh,
You got your wish, sort of.
They're
Right.
in the tavern.
Not so sure you want them now.
Let's just say that.
Could be better.
Cool. Harold's Rest. Always wanted a tavern named after me. That's like half of the history of Thedas. Oh, Grey Warden, what have you done? Except Varric and Bianca.
That's all that came. I'm sorry.
Tell your quartermaster boss it was a special order. Let me know.
I did, I'm just saying what...
Inquisitor.
And you are?
The bartender. Cabin?
Just the bartender?
You were expecting... Inquisitor?
I think they're upstairs. Oh, hi, Krem. Hi, Krem. I love you. I also love Jennifer Hale.
I hope I can help somehow. Maybe cleaning?
Nice. Sutherland. Are they upstairs? I think they're upstairs. Oh, it's Cole. Hi, Cole. Let's talk to Cole.
No. But you like demons.
In the armory behind the tavern, actually.
I enjoy the company of spirits, yes.
Well,
which is
I focus
part of
on
why
some
I
of
do
the
not abuse them
NPCs.
with bindings.
It isn't abuse if I ask.
I want to do this part
Not
anyway.
always true. Also, I do not practice blood magic, which renders this entire conversation...
He won't bind me. He's a mage and he likes demons, but he won't help.
This
Why
is where
would you
Cole
want
gets to
Solus to
be a
bind you?
real boy.
So I'm safe.
Yeah.
The mages,
There's a whole
and then
range of NPCs we couldn't
I'm
talk.
not me
Could be
anymore.
talking about. Are we talking about
Wolves around
Alfira?
what I
Or are
want.
we talking about Raphael?
Making
Who are we
bleeding,
talking
making
about?
me a monster.
Let's see.
Isn't it extreme for Solus to bind you?
If you talk
What
to
if that takes
Sutherland,
away
you get a
the
whole
part
war
of you
table
that
chest.
makes you
Cool.
you?
We'll do that after this
Helping
one.
makes me who I am. I help the hurting. That is what I do. All I do. Am. Me.
And if binding you are...
You wouldn't make me hurt innocent people. I don't want to hurt innocent people again.
We'll find a way to keep you safe.
I have a suggestion. I recall stories of amulets used by Raveni seers. A spirit. The resource...
They will not...
Cool. I think they're back here. And then we'll go get the Sutherland thing.
You asked for my opinion, and I've given it. Why would you expect it to change?
I expect you to keep your word. It's relentless. I can't...
You give yourself too little credit.
Uh-oh, we might have
If
to
I'm
stop
unable
calling
to
him
fulfill what
Cambion
vows I
Carmen.
kept, then nothing good has come of this.
That
Would
is
you
what we
rather
call
save
Raphael.
face than admit... Forgive me.
And people say
He's
I'm
so
stubborn.
dramatic. I love
this
him
is
so much.
ridiculous. Cullen
Well,
told you that he's no longer taking
when the game
you
came
in.
out, I wrote a lot about Roland, Leah, and Callum, my favorite siblings. Aw, they're my first loves. And I descended into rare pair hell and have been psychologically torturing Aridin and Rugen for like 2 years and counting. Listen, that sounds... Fandom needs more stuff like that. Because the children have lost the ancient texts. And as you can tell, I am obsessed with Fiona and Merrick. And there is so much discourse on places like TikTok and stuff like that. I'm about to go off on a soapbox. This is a soapbox, okay? That does sound great. That sounds fantastic, actually. But like, there's so much discourse in the places where the young people congregate about like what pairs should be allowed, and like, there's some of them that have decided that rare pairs are bad. And I am right there with you. That sounds fantastic. I like what you have to say about this. Good job. See, I told you found your people. Let's see.
Yes, he trusted your judgment on the matter.
He was not interested in my judgment today. Cullen has asked that I recommend a replacement for him. I refuse.
I say this every time. It's a
not
very good
necessary.
Cassandra mod.
Besides, it would destroy him. He's come so far.
Why didn't he come to me?
We had an agreement long before you joined us. As a seeker, I could evaluate the dangers. And he wouldn't want to risk your
I am seen. I was so afraid to even say hi. I'm just trying to have a good time. Listen, I am very unlikely to tell you that you're straight up wrong for stuff unless I think a pairing is actively hurting someone. That said, I do despise Soulless, and that does that does get on some people's nerves. But that is we in this group of people, we have done some rare pairs before. There are this is a safe space. You are going to be fine. Also, I need to stop talking. I need to start talking to the camera because I keep talking to the microphone. That's why I'm the only solo villain here. That's okay. Thinky allows me, like, Thinky's presence as a solo villain allows me to treat Soulless with a little bit more nuance in my own stuff, even though I am tempted to just not. Which I feel like is good for me as a person.
Is there anything we can do to change his mind?
If anyone could, it's you. Mages have made their suffering known, but Templars never have.
That's our
They are
rarest
bound
pair?
to the order,
God.
mind and
I
soul,
would have to
with
think
someone
through all
always
of them.
holding their lyrium leash. Cullen has a
I
chance
think
to break
it would
that
probably
leash, to
be
prove to himself
in the
and
Marvel
anyone
stuff,
who would follow
Erskine and
suit
Coulson.
that
Yep.
it's possible.
That's exactly what I
You
was
can
going to
do
say.
this. I knew that when we met in Kirkwall. Talk to him. Decide if now is the time.
That one requires some time travel. And some AU universes to exist. Jen and I got Marvel stuff for days. When did that happen? Why did we not tell you about that? That sounds so fun. Oh, that's been a thing for a while. I can't remember exactly. We didn't talk about it at length, but we did talk about it, and it remains a thing. I always get lost on the ramparts. It's fine. You know, this is heartbreaking.
Maker's breath. I didn't hear you enter. Forgive me.
I love you so much.
Cullen, if you need to talk.
You don't have...
I never meant for this to interfere.
I love him so much.
Are you going to be all right?
Yes. I don't know. You asked what happened to Ferelden's Circle. It was taken over by abominations. The Templars, my friends, were slaughtered.
So Astarion exists in several different universes of ours. He exists in the Mass Effect universe, and he also
How can you be the same
exists
person
in
after
the
that?
Marvel universe. And it
Still,
just kind of depends.
wanted to
Howard
serve.
and Angie is up there. Yeah, that's
They
true.
simply did
Angie Martinelli ending up with
trusted my
Howard
knights
Stark
more
and
than those
actually
who
being Maria Stark
Fear
and
of
Tony's
mages
mom
ended in madness.
was a pretty rare pair
Kirkwall Circle.
thing that we had.
Innocent people died in the streets. Can't you see why I want nothing to do with that life?
I love it because Angie is so dramatic. And not like Howard isn't, but Tony is dramatic in a way that Howard is not. And so if you just add the little drop of Angie in there, it just...
Of course I can.
Don't. You should be questioning
He's
what
like, don't be nice to me. I'm not used to
I
it.
thought this would be better. That I would regain some control over my life, but these thoughts won't leave me. How many lives depend on our success? I swore myself to this cause. I will not give less to the
Cohen
Inquisition
in anguish. My
than
friends
I
were
did to
slaughtered. I
Chantry.
mean,
I
that's
should
me.
be taking it.
I love the magical meth head.
This doesn't have to be about the Inquisition. Is this what you want?
No. But these memories have always haunted me. If they become worse, if I cannot endure this.
You can.
Kate, I did such a good job with your face.
All right.
It's such a good face. I'm very proud of that. Howard is a showman. Angie is a star. I love him so much. He needs to be wrapped in a blanket and cuddled forever. Agreed! This is where he'll tell me he needs a minute.
I need a moment. Could we speak another time?
Yeah, I guess. Even though you're hot. I don't want to climb you like a tree. It's fine. Oh yeah. No, there's no fall damage in Skyhold. Whee!
The soldiers make me nervous. Sitting around here, tempers get short, and fighting. I saw one soldier reach for his belt like he was going to draw a dagger on the man he was arguing with. It was lucky he'd lost his dagger, or there'd have been more than a bloody nose.
That was not Cole at all. Also, you should be proud of her. She's so pretty. Oh no, my shin bones. It's a very good face. Thank you. Been trying to make her as much like my shepherd as possible. Let's see. What do we want to do here? I don't really need shield wall, but not being able to be flanked is useful. So we're going to take that to get the passive. I'm still 9 power points away from being able to do the ball, so we're probably very close to unlocking the visit from Bianca. Oh, right. I was going to go talk to Sutherland. It's up here somewhere.
You happier with the champion off with the wardens?
There were wardens in Kirkwall, too.
I don't know.
No, it's better you not.
Sarah's in there. I don't really want to talk to Sarah.
Your son? Yes.
I'm pleased to hear it.
There's Cole. Where is Sutherland? He's in here, right?
Thank you.
Is he sure?
We'll see.
There he is.
Oh, Inquisitor, I joined. Sutherland, Your Worship. I saw some bandits, so I came to warn people.
Well, I wonder if I can make
I'll let
Chapel
your warriors
Shepherd
know
in
when
DAI. I doubt it.
Stay out of the way.
Yeah, we mostly ship characters with happiness. We have a couple of large grab heap universes to pull our faves into. We do. I think most of the main BG3 cast exists in Family Assembled, which is the Marvel universe that we have. And,
Of course.
because I do remember making Lae'zel into like a scary German college student who Astarion frequently hid behind. Okay, we need to go visit the war table.
I don't know.
Jen is chair. Jen, this means that Jen has a cat upon her and may disappear slightly from chat.
Now this is a hole worthy of the Inquisition.
Sometimes we torment them, then protect them from ourselves. Exactly. We have, I'm assuming several of them also exist in the Mass Effect universe. We desperately needed someone for... So this is Kate. Okay? This is Kate Shepard, right? Kate, in the Mass Effect universe, is a sole survivor. And she's also from Mindor. So she had a whole bunch of siblings and thought that all of them died, or thought that most of them died. She thought only her little sister survived, Lydia, who is Jen's Shepard. Jen is the best chair. Jen's Shepard is Lydia Shepard. We combined them into a single universe. There's so much serendipity surrounding that universe that I can't even get into it right now. Basically, it was destiny that we created it, because I named one of Kate's siblings Lydia like 15 years ago, and that was the name that Jen used, and they also used the same base face to start off with. Kate and Lydia, right? Well, they also have two other siblings who are alive that they don't realize are alive, and one of them is Mark, who is Kate's twin brother, who is like male shepherd, and the other one is Leo, and Leo is their like youngest brother, who is like a medic, and we needed a partner for him. We also wanted to replace Miranda, so we took Astarion and put him in Miranda's place, because Astarion is basically the femme fatale trope, just gender bent. In the Mass Effect universe, he is Leo's partner, and also originally worked for Cerberus, and now he does not. Let's obtain the amulet for Cole.
Inquisitor, have you heard anything?
Not yet. I'll let you know as soon as I do.
Here's Sutherland. A note in careful handwriting from the youth who recently arrived. To the Inquisition, I found bandits stalking your patrols. They are the usual kind, and I can show your people where they are. I've tried to stop them, but they have swords and I don't. If you have extra, I will help. I want to help. The boy knows where they are. Outfit him. It is a minor threat. We have the location. Just eliminate them for the boy to work elsewhere. I think I like that one better. I am no longer chair. She has fucked off, says Jen. New to the crew, a young hopeful. The bandits were warned about are gone. Tell the Sutherland boy thanks. Perhaps he can join the kitchen staff. Maybe I was supposed to do it a different way, because it sounds like I should have outfitted him, and that would have done better. Reparations for Redcliffe. Hey, it's Grumpy Tegan. Tegan has a reason to be grumpy. He's just a pod person in Trespasser. That is not Tegan in Trespasser. We're just gonna pay him.
We've come a long way since Haven. I fear there's still a ways to go, but we're prepared.
Cullen would have opened up a full quest chain, but it's okay. It's a real minor thing. Okay. I didn't know. Oops. Someone got in and out of Skyhold without being seen. The cipher. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I think he knows these so well. Oh, more Tegan! This is Tegan inviting us to a thing.
To work?
Trespasser Tegan isn't real and can't hurt you. Tegan is such a good character, and I have no idea why they did that to him. I can only assume that the people who were writing him in Trespasser had no idea what he was like in the other two games. Oh, Worthy. Yeah, let's capture Worthy.
Inquisitor.
Investigate Lord Enzo. Let's clear the house for Liliana's agents. Really, it's just like talking to Sutherland, doing a war cable quest like 3 or 4 times as his little company grows, and then you have to go rescue them on the Storm Coast. Okay. This is the one where you hear from Zevran eventually. Okay.
Let's see what we have.
That one leads to Zevran eventually. A missing assassin. And then this is Zevran, so I'm going to read it. My dear Liliana, your Inquisition is working with the Crows? I ask only because I may have removed one of the assassins from your employ. If I'd known the man was yours, I would have at least let him finish the contract. No matter, allow me to make it up to you. You know I would do a much better job than the Crows, and I am far more pleasing to work with, no? As a favor for a friend, I'll charge only a fraction of the price. Colin sounds so tired in this. Another assassin wishes to help. After killing one of our other assassins, we're already stuck with the Crows. Why make this more complicated? And Liliana's, because I like Zevran, okay?
Inquisitor.
It's real cute because someone was like, I told you the Inquisitor would come. Aw, I'll have to make sure I do it in my other save. Word from Zevran. I've tracked down the location of Lord Enzo and rather more Venatori than I was expecting. Shall we say goodbye to our troublesome friend? Yeah, I like to go with Liliana on this. When I heard your agents would provide a distraction, I did not expect such a roaring fire. The confusion, the running about in circles, it was all very lively. Of course, Lord Enzo and his Venatori were decidedly less lively at the end of it. There's so much we skipped last time. Of all the stuff in this game, I understand the war table stuff the least. Situation is unfolding in the Navaran city of Cumberland, location of the College of Magi, which until the outbreak of the Mage Rebellion was the philosophical heart of the circles of Magi. That wasn't as useful, but I tend to not pick Cullen's stuff, so I was trying to do something different. Not me thinking about Zevran and his warden showing up in Dragon Age Inquisition after all this, because the wardens keep ending up at Skyhold. My stupid soup of an AU. Listen, I do end up gathering a lot of people into Skyhold. I think most of the people in my version of Inquisition, most of the Dragon Age 2 people end up at Skyhold. So, and also, there's a lot more interaction from Alistair, between Alistair and Morrigan and Liliana and the Warden. Let's see. Lord Enzo is quite dead. The crows and I are not on the best of terms. The crows would like to speak to me, as you can imagine. They sent more of their number. It's time I left the free marches. I like this one. Liliana, it has been a pleasure. And then the rest of these are just things I can do later. Play this game so much and I've never once used mounts. Let's see. Alright. To go give Cole his amulet. Talk to Josephine real quick.
And what else did Lady Forsythia say? That she'd rather drown herself than help the Inquisition. Anything else? She said she'd have us flogged alive if we allied with her brother.
That does sound like her.
Cheer up, Josie. We at least have her attention.
You always do find the brighter side of things.
Why would you? Like, the literally mounts are no faster than running and you don't get banter.
We're in
Exactly.
the midst of cementing an alliance with Lady Forsythia.
It's
of
actually
Navarre.
like a trick. It's a game design trick
Delicate task.
where they don't make you go any faster. They just change the field of view.
Can I do anything to help negotiations?
Thank you, but I believe I have matters in hand. I dissuaded her from sending soldiers when she learned we'd struck an accord with a brother she's feuding with. Lady Forsythia simply employs a colorful manner of speech.
You're rather good-natured about threats of death and dismemberment.
They are chiefly bluster, Inquisitor. Most of them. But I confess I do miss my staff from the embassy in Antiva. It was always useful to discuss the day's visitors with them.
I have time if you'd like to review things with me.
I wouldn't wish to impose.
If it were imposing, I wouldn't have offered.
Well, I
need
admit
friends.
There are a few potential alliances. it would
She's
be good to
basically
discuss.
like Liara.
Right on the parlor floor, in front of everyone at the soiree. Who does such a thing in front of their guests?
The Duke of Kellington, apparently.
And then there's Cole's lurking. It frightens our guests half to death. Lord Jennar still won't respond to our letters. And Sarah, can she not find a single overshirt with that mustard stains on it? Then there's Dorian. The man not to mention. Oh goodness. Have we been here an hour already?
2.5 hours, I think. But no one's counting.
Oh, dear. I didn't intend to go on for so long. You must think me quite the gossip.
I love her.
No one else here has your experience, Josephine. Or your stories.
I watched a
I'll
couple of
try
people
to
streaming it and was so
curtail their
surprised to see mounts. Literally forgot they even
But
existed.
I leave feeling less
Like you
trapped
say,
than I
thinky
have
thoughts, why even use them? Josie's best girl. She's so precious. Her romance is so cute. Literally anytime I have done like a not Cullen romance, it's usually been Josie. I just wish it had a little bit more to it. In a perfect world, we would be able to find... In a perfect world, they would put equal time into all the different romance options. It's always bothered me that some of them are flat and some of them are not. I guess we should probably do this. There's like 4 of these, I'm pretty sure. Let's do this.
Impressive, is it not? Fit for a leader, meant to show influence and the burden of it. It is where the Inquisition will sit in judgment, where you will sit in judgment.
I love her romance so much. It's one of my favorites. I love the sword fighting for her hand thing. Same. It's so cute.
Who will I be judging exactly?
Those who have done wrong.
You will know of them, at the very least. All this presumes they have survived their initial encounter with you, of course.
She was my first romance, and I found Cullen and never moved on, which is so fair. Yes, you're definitely in the right place. Let's see.
Still more lives in my hands. You are a beacon of law, Inquisitor, as others retreat from responsibility. But this needn't be bloody. The Inquisition's sovereignty is derived from the allies who validate it. You are both empowered and bound. Justice has many tools. If their application is clever, execution may even seem merciful by comparison.
Is there anyone I should judge?
Take the throne when you're ready.
Listen, Sparrow, you
We will
really have
bring him
found your
before you.
people. Yeah, it sounds like you like Alistair and Cullen, so you're in good hands. Okay, we're gonna... I have literally
Adamant's influence
not done any
continues,
of these.
Your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium.
I think
who
Alexius
remains
is
loyal
still in
to
the line.
Corypheus. We found him alive, offering extreme resistance, likely because the Order will ask for his head. In more colorful terms. To say
We love the
nothing of
ramen-haired magical
justice
meth
you
head.
might
We do
personally
love the
require for
ramen-haired
what was
magical meth
suffered
head.
in the Fade.
I'm pretty sure there's a couple of quotes talking about how much we like the magical meth head. Let's see.
Many places felt the pain of adamant. You will answer for a great deal.
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
And yet...
On the contrary, many officials have communicated that they will defer to the Inquisitor on this matter.
Because they fear not just Corypheus, but Tevinter, rightful ruler of every piece of ground you trod in your pathetic life. I served a living god. Bring down your blade.
Yeah,
and
for
free me
sure.
from physical glory.
I was meant to find my way to the group. For sure. So much that we retconned our Inquisitor back to Kirkwall to torture him with. Oh god, we haven't even talked about the Kirkwall universe. I'm not going to go into too much detail because there's so much detail. But we basically have, like, Jen and I have a shared canon, right? We have, like, a shared Warden, a shared Hawk, and a shared Inquisitor. And usually when I'm playing Inquisition, I'm playing our shared Inquisitor, Ellie. And Ellie, in the actual canon of this whole thing, she was actually a Dalish who ran afoul of the Templars in Kirkwall and got put into the Kirkwall Circle. And Cullen fell in love with her there. And there was this whole tortured secret romance. And then at the end of Dragon Age 2, they both thought the other one died. And they did not realize that the other one was alive until the beginning of Dragon Age Inquisition. And so that is how that works. The longer you hang out here, the more you will realize that we all have so many massive AUs. We really do, and we love talking about other people's too. So I am always into hearing more. Let's see. He wants to die.
Since death is a validation for you, I will delay it. Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, you'll spend the rest of your days in the deepest,
I might even
darkest
describe them
hole
as
you
soup.
can find.
So soupy.
We shall see which of us outlives our legacy.
Yeah, we do just kind of tend to talk about them. So if you have questions, you're like, wait, I gotta know about that. Please let me know. Oh, there's still more. There's definitely still more. So if you ever say shit that's inscrutable, just be like, hey, what's up with that? Yeah. I'm thinking about making up a directory, like some sort of referenceable document that new people can look at.
To bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
Yes, we always love hearing other people's stuff too.
You were free to rejoin your comrades, and yet you present yourself here.
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't use the greater good to justify
This
my
is a
crime.
good start
As
for
if
the
it would create
wardens.
a
I
future
actually
could be a
need
part
there
of.
to be more wardens like you.
It is wrong that this broke me.
To understand that
I've
the
done
whole
worse with full
anything for
sanction.
the
I can
greater
do
good
nothing except be an example
is
of
bad.
the cost.
I don't like any of these. We just like to cry about fictional characters together in general. That is how this works. Thinky, what do you do here? Yeah, I've been streaming for like 7 years, but like most of it is just me and Jen and Thinky. And we have like a couple of outlier people. We have Stuart and Larksy and various people we've pulled in over the years. But we would love we would love to have new people. We are not like closed off and scary and cliquey, I promise. Hey, Thinky, tell me about the different options for Sir Ruth if you remember them. Crying about fictional people, truly the most prestigious pastime. Exactly. So I don't know what to do here. I never remember how this goes. While I wait to find out, I'm gonna do this. I forgot about Yuri and her spicy fathers. If you're a faithful Androstian, you can just forgive her. Oh. I mean, I won't judge a warden. I sent her to the deep roads. I don't. Because it's the least bad.
You feel your life is over? There's a place for such wardens.
This is not how Kate would
Sir
handle
Ruth
this at
will
all.
go to the deep road.
This sends no message.
It's the least bad of the options you have without being a declared faithful Androstian. Yeah, I kind of wish I could have made Kate into one of those, but she's like super not, so. This is... I could not pick a gerbil out of a rodent lineup.
This was a surprise. After you return from the bogs, we discovered this man attacking the building with a goat. Chief Movran the Under. He feels slighted by the killing of his Avar tribesmen, who repeatedly attacked you first. What should we do with him? Where should he go?
Oh, I like this one. Because you can
You
just be
answered
like,
the
you're
death of your
banished to
clan
Vinter, and
with a
he's just like...
A courtroom? Unnecessary. You killed my idiot son, and I answered, as is my custom, by smacking your holdings with goat's blood.
Don't look at me.
No foul. You meant to murder Tevinters, but got feisty with your Inquisition. A red-headed mother guarantees a brat. Do as you've earned, Inquisitor. My clan yields. My remaining boys have brains still in their heads.
Oh...
It seems our conflict was accidental, Chief Movran, but it can't be repeated. I banish you and your clan, with as many weapons as you can carry, to Tevinter.
My idiot boy got us something
I
after
like that
all.
everyone approves of this. Everyone here was just kind of like, I told you I had so many of these.
Mayor Gregory Dedrick of Crestwood is present for betraying his own constituents. He confesses that, 10 years ago, he flooded Old Crestwood to kill refugees and villagers touched by the Blight.
I think I usually let the
The
crown
mayor claims it was to spare the rest
handle
of Crestwood,
him, maybe?
but we only have his word.
Let's see.
He's pleading guilty while claiming he's not. Which is it?
There's no cure for the Blight. But I couldn't convince anyone to leave a sick child or husband behind.
So you herded the infected into one place and flooded Old Crestwood. Were no innocents caught in the waters?
Nearly everyone in the village had the Blight. I swear it.
Nearly.
Have mercy. I couldn't tell the survivors I'd drowned their own families to save them. I couldn't.
Yeah, I think I'm going to send him to Denerim also.
You committed murder on Ferelden's soil. Let them deal with your punishment. Send him to Denerim. He can live the rest
Do
of
you
his
know
life
Fiona
behind
was
their
supposed to
bars.
be a companion in this
prison?
game? And I have been robbed?
Maker. I should have drowned with them.
They really did just copy and paste him and then make him less interesting for Veilguard, didn't they? Yes, they did. His crime was against the people of Ferelden during the Blight. Still. Oh, Alexius is probably the next one.
You recall Gerion Alexius of Tevinter?
Yeah.
Ferelden has given him to us as an acknowledgement of your aid. The formal charges are apostasy, attempted enslavement, and attempted assassination on your own life, no less. Tevinter has disowned and stripped him of his rank. You may judge the former magister as you see fit. I remember what would have happened to Thedas if his treachery had succeeded.
I couldn't save my son. Do you think my fate matters to me?
Will you offer
I usually
nothing
give him to
more
the
in your
mages.
defense?
You've won nothing. The people you saved, the acclaim you've gathered. You'll lose it all in the storm to come. Render your judgment, Inquisitor.
It is a crime against me specifically. Thank you. I think it was a concept that was cut pretty early, but every time I see the so-and-so approves at the side, I remember that I was robbed, specifically, that she was supposed to be a companion. Honestly, BioWare, why do you hate us specifically? I do not know.
You swore to the mages
I usually
you'd
give
help
him
them.
to Fiona.
I will have you uphold that promise.
Because I wholeheartedly
Fiona
believe
will take charge of you.
he
Any knowledge,
did
favor,
something
or coin
to her
you own will
with
go towards the mages'
either
future.
blood or time
The
magic.
headsman would have been kinder.
Exactly. Okay, did I get them all? Is there any left? I got them all! Yay! Okay, I'm gonna pause really quick. I'm gonna do share stream. Let's see. Tell me. I'm gonna do just a real quick like verbal break question while I run to the restroom. Tell me something that you found out was cut out of a video game you really like that you really wish had been included. And I'll be right back. All right. I returned. Let's see. See. So the question was, what was some cut content that you really wish had been included? Jen says, Lucanus is everything. Yes. Yes. I'm still upset by that. Same-sex romances in MU1. So real. Saving both Caden and Ashley on Vermeer. I'm fine with not being able to save Ashley. I get it, but also, like, let me have the option to try. You got as far as recording the dialogue for it. That is fair. If Ashley could be just, like, a little bit less of a space racist, I would be super on board for that. Let's see. Okay. Honestly, anytime a straight character was going to be bisexual and they drop that, which happens way more often than I'd like, BioWare is... Hold on. We're gonna go visit an example of BioWare's not understanding which characters to gender lock.
Inquisitor.
Because I don't mind locking a character into one gender. I think she's back here. Yeah. But you're telling me this woman is not bisexual? You're telling me that Cassandra... I don't buy it. I think some characters should be gender locked.
Thank you.
I don't think everything should be all the time bisexual dance party forever. Except in Dragon Age 2. It worked in Dragon Age 2. It's fine. But BioWare doesn't know how to do it. Like, they should have their deciding that privileges taken away.
Haven was a cock-up, Herald, Inquisitor. But you did right by me, and others. We'll pay you back.
You don't have to do that. I don't need paying. I'm fine. Hi, Blackwall.
Someone I knew once described adamant to me. Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said.
Are you
A
just
guardian
making
on the
all
edge
of this
the
up?
abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver.
I'm sorry, was
That's
this
what
you?
Warden Commander Clarel tried to be.
Is this the Grey
Well, they
Warden
all tried
fanfic
to
you
be.
wrote?
I'm told her wardens never wavered. They went to their
Not being able
deaths
to romance
willingly.
Cora in Mass Effect Andromeda
They
as a woman
died
is an
for
equal travesty.
us.
Yes!
And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make
Also,
it his
Jack
own.
and Tally in Mass Effect 2. Jack is also another example of this. I will never not be irritated by that. I will never... Most of Mass Effect specifically, like most of those problems, come from the way they marketed that game to men. Like, they marketed it as a boys-only situation. And they designed it that way, and they put money into it that way. And then it became super popular, and they put all of the effort into one romance for women. And then the rest of them went to the wayside. Morrigan. Good. Yes. Jack even talks about being bi.
Clarel thought she was the only one who could save the world.
But her intent, her desire, it's not right. To want to do good.
At the end of the day...
You're right. What matters is that we never give up.
Also, the same-sex
Clarel made
romances were
mistakes,
even voiced in
but she was a
everything
great
for
woman,
Mass Effect 1.
and she
And
died
yet,
a great
yeah.
woman. It's not the...
They definitely treated that game like only men would ever play it. And all of the things for women were, like, just put to the wayside. Straight men, I should say. All the things for women and gay men were put to the side. Jack had a whole bisexual triple situation going on for a while, so, like, why doesn't she want to get with Femshep? Yeah, I mean, it's probably because, like, the actual answer is probably because of all of the media circus BS that was happening about the first Mass Effect game. First Mass Effect game got complained about on Fox News because of Liara's side boob. Let me tell you, it was a weird thing, like, having this new game I was obsessed with in college, and then going home to where my parents were watching Fox News, and seeing Liara's side boob pop up on the television, heavily censored. Because, of course. We're gonna go check on the magical meth head. See if he's done sulking. Probably not.
I need a moment. Can
No,
we speak
he's
another
not
time?
done sulking. I think I have already done most of his Samson personal quest stuff. I think there's like one left. Yeah. I'm gonna grab Dorian, Varric, and Solus. I love Thane and Mass Effect 2, and I love Garrus, but God, you can see the difference in the content. Yep. They only put effort into Garrus. And that's it. Everybody else is either like Thane, where it's like barely there and then he dies. Or Kaden, who got completely mangled. There's like some active disdain for Kaden that I feel coming from the writers, and it makes me angry every time. And then they don't let women get with women except for Liara, and that was not initially intended for women, that was intended for the male gaze. So I remember dudes talking about it. I was like, but I just want my sweet migraine boy. Also, it's wild that people complain about the Emmy sex scenes if they're fucking collectible cards for having sex with women in The Witcher, and I don't recall there being half as much uproar about that. Yeah. Nah, Mass Effect just kind of hit the scene at the correct time. It was also, I don't know. I was gonna make some sort of comment about how was console first and not PC, but I don't actually know if The Witcher was PC forward. I've only played it on the PC, but I don't want to talk out of my butt. Whee. Hey, come here. Just want to talk. Glad we're actually at the part of the game where we can do where we can do some of like the Graves and the Arbor Wild, some of the Orlais stuff. Caden appreciators too. I knew you had taste. Oh. Oh, girl. I am not only the I am the Caden appreciator in chief. That is my husband. Now, Jen is our token Garrus Mancer, and we love her, and we love Garrus. We're big fans of Garrus around here. But that's kind of the whole Shepherd Sisters universe. That's why Kate is romancing Cullen in this game, because he's the closest to Caden that we can get. Yeah, I just want to kiss my sweet migraine having boy. They did do some weird stuff to him in Mass Effect 3 that I'm forever complaining about. Constantly. Jen is also allowed because she doesn't hate Caden. Yes. Jen does not hate Caden. I get supremely frustrated with the Mass Effect fandom in general. Because, like, it hasn't changed much in the last 10 years. And, like, there's still a level of crazy that's in there that's somewhat like the crazy if you are in the Marvel fandom and you happen to ship Steve Rogers with anyone but Bucky Barnes. Sometimes the people will come after you in a weird way, and I don't have fun with that. Yeah, let's just go ahead and clear these guys out. A lot of the Garrus lovers give Caden a lot of fucking grief. Yeah, it's really annoying. Just for a while there, I had to actively work to not resent Garrus. And the only reason that I didn't was, that I genuinely like him as a character. Really? I will take your freedom. You're Orlesian. You have no right to speak about freedom. You occupied an entire country. Listen, my boyfriend is Ferelden. What righteousness? I love Mass Effect, therefore we must bitch about so many things and annoy us about it. Precisely. This one's going to give me several health. Anybody want to come help me fight this dude? Hey, no, you can't go after the squishy ones. You gotta stay with me. No, yeah, I'm afraid you won't be able to do that. Oh,
one less for Fairbanks to worry about.
Nice. Solus is fine. He'll be fine. Marty has just sent a link to our group chat of the Astarion book. I feel like I've developed the right kind of reputation if several people have sent this to me today. Okay. It's around here somewhere. She was so unhappy when I fell in love with Garrus. I was a little bit heartbroken. Okay, all that for a bottle. Let's see. Very fortunately, Garrus is an actually good character, and I do love him, and Kate loves him. She just doesn't want to kiss him. She is unfortunately, much to her detriment, one of those one person forever people. That's how I feel every time my DM gets flooded with bad TikToks. Variants in our enclosure. Grace says, I don't care to spend any energy shitting on other people's favorites. All that nonsense makes zero sense to me. There's so much more important things to be upset over. We all love your pixel people in this house. Garrus is so damn cool. Yeah, and like even my like even we've discussed I don't enjoy the Egg Wizard, but it is not, I don't begrudge Thinky for shipping him with her Inquisitor. It's not a, like, I'm not going to be, I don't like him. I'm not going to be like, you're a bad person for shipping him. Does that make sense? There's like a gigantic difference in my brain. I also do sometimes bring him along. You could spend your energy on things that make you happy. Exactly. Ooh, I have 2 whole points for Solus. Thinky, how do you specialize your boy? How do you well, like, what do you focus him on? What one of these is the one you use the most for Solus? I'm gonna use you as inspiration for him. Right, there's room to talk and respect each other's, even if you like different things or have different preferences. Exactly. Unless you love Bruce and Natasha. Yeah, that is a touchy subject around here. But that's more of a spirit and cold, usually. Okay, let's go with cold. I don't have enough cold for him. Winter stillness. Why does it make you wait until you get down here to do another offensive cold power? That's weird. Is this Blizzard? It's Ice Mine. Blizzard is the last one. Wow. Okay. Oh, my headphones just definitely shut off. Hang on. And then Rift Mage. That makes sense. I do a bunch of Rift Mage stuff for him. Well, that's not gonna work. Excuse me, I'm having to recalibrate my cord setup here. Ooh. This way. Put it on backwards. Maybe? Oh, no, they're just not going to come back on right now. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to be without sound, but you guys should be fine. I don't know why I'm putting them back on. thing is, I'm not gonna be like, you have to ship it. Why? That's the thing that's most baffling to me when people are like, you must ship the thing I ship. So I'm gonna tell you guys a story, and Binky and Jen have heard this, but I'm gonna repeat it anyway. Let's do this one. Oh, Ice Mine. Let's do Ice Mine. So I am a big fan of the Marvel ship of Steve Rogers and Peggy Carter. And I was at one point in a bookstore looking at a copy of the comic book Civil War, the comic Civil War, not the movie, which is actually infinitely worse. I'm looking for the smuggler, the last smuggler letter. That's what I'm doing. But I need to level Barrick too. Let's see. I should do Artificer for him. Fade Sip is a good one to start with. Is more useful when the player's in control. Yeah, I use that a lot for Ellie. It's very, very useful for dragons. Gotta go back this way. I think, maybe? Or did they just move over there? Oh, there they are. Oh, it disappeared because they got into my line of sight. That's why. Chat pause due to scroll. I can think of one other ship I kind of inherently don't trust people who ship in. Honestly, it's just because I remember ye olde days in the Doctor Who fandom. Doctor and Master. Just kind of inherently side-eye. Oh, but no. I was at the bookstore looking at this comic. And this girl, who's probably about 14 or 15 years old, mind you, at the time I was 30.
Another letter mentioning Samson and papers with names.
And I was just flipping through this comic, and she just like wanted to talk to me about Captain America stuff. That's cool. I love Captain America. You and me, we're on the same train. We are on the same team. We like the same thing, so we should be able to be nice to each other, right? And then she starts interrogating me about the people I ship him with. And then, as soon as I just said, oh, I just like Steve and Peggy. It's just like, I know that's kind of boring, but it's just my thing. And, she backed me into a corner and started going down the list of reasons she thinks Peggy is a terrible person, and how she stole Steve from Bucky, and how nobody should ever like Peggy, and actually she's the reason that he dies. And you could just tell she had been, like, her brain had just melted into the tumbler soup brain rot. It was the worst. And I don't even, like, that ship is fine. Like, I don't ship it, but it's fine. I understand why it exists. Yeah, it's not even because I can't see it, but my god, the Master is his arch nemesis since forever. Well, one of them. The Doctor has several. But in super weird, toxic ways.
Sparkling.
Yeah, and
What do
like,
you think of the
it's
Inquisition
another
so
one. It's like,
far?
it's not even like I don't
It's
get it. Just
interesting,
leave
I'll
me
give you
alone.
that.
It's like
An
the one
archdemon
time
attacking me as the
I told
first.
somebody that I, like,
Five Royal says you'll see
that I
something
shipped
weirder
Caden, and I said that, like, on a Mass Effect forum,
I
because
don't
this is
think I
back
should
when
take
there were
that bet.
forums. And, somebody told me that I was xenophobic for not romancing an alien, and that meant that I was basically Excuse me, I need the power to inflict Meridia on you. It's on my soundboard. Do I need to put it as a trigger fire sound so you guys can use it too? Let's go this way.
I'll keep an eye out. Thank you.
Emily's form of friendship is just slowly wearing me down until I fall into her favorite fandoms. Listen, my proudest accomplishment, my number one, like, listen, you did it. You need a prize. Someone should put a trophy on my wall. Is slowly turning Jen into a Swiftie. I didn't even do it on purpose. I had resigned myself that she would never be a Swiftie. Oh, Cullen, you're so pretty. We were just talking the other day about how things might have been.
I wanted to thank you. When you came to see me...
Cullen...
If there's anything...
The devotion that went into writing Cullen had been the same for Kaden.
Much better in my head.
I would love it if you did, but don't worry about it too much. Oh, I can. I have so many sounds on my soundboard.
I trust you're feeling better?
Like...
Yes.
Is it always that bad?
The pain comes and goes. Sometimes
Here's
I
one
feel as if
that I
I'm
enjoy.
Do you want ice cream? It's a creamy, creamy treat. It's so creamy, soft. It's so creamy, sweet. We got It's a Kadoozies. We got Push Pops
Listen,
too.
that one
Come
is
get your
also
ice cream. Don't go to school.
Really good. Also, not gonna lie, pretty proud of Jen's obsession with Mass Effect in general. Because that's also my fault, and that one took work, my friends. I probably spent, I don't know, it was probably at least 5 years trying to get Jennifer to play Mass Effect. I think I bought her the original games, or at least the first one. And she played it, and she got in the Mako. She couldn't handle the Mako, and then it was all over. And then Legendary Edition came out, and she finally played it, and that was also my fault. Let's see.
I'm just glad you're all right.
I am. I've never
such a
told
good
anyone
boy.
what truly happened to me at Ferelden's Circle. I was not myself after that.
See, Kaden was also
For years, that
like
anger
briefly
blinded
an
me.
asshole, and then had a redemption
I'm
arc.
proud of the man that
I have had many victories with drawing Jen into
now I
things.
can
It
put
is
some
true.
distance between myself and everything that happened. It's a start.
I had genuinely not expected to ever get her into Taylor Swift, though. Star Wars, Mass Effect, Taylor Swift, Elder Scrolls, like, it's just kind of what has happened. Dragon Age was a thing Jen already liked. So I can't claim responsibility for that. But I can claim responsibility for Mass Effect, and for Taylor Swift, and for Elder Scrolls.
For what it's worth, I like who you are now.
Even after?
I love how
Cullen,
the implication
I care
here
about
is that
you.
he
You've done
assumed
nothing to change that.
that their whole relationship was over
What about you? You have troubles
because he had a single
of your own. How are you
incident.
holding up?
Honestly,
I love
I'm
this little bit when
terrified.
he asks her if she's
So many
okay.
people depend on us, on me. Corypheus is still out there.
We've made great
Yeah,
strides.
hearing Jen say fucking
Do not doubt
Jawas
yourself
after
or the Inquisition.
she did not know
If
much
there's
Star
anything I
Wars
can do, you have only to ask.
was a deep victory. No one is more surprised about Taylor Swift than me. Listen, all I had to do was not be one of those pushy Swifties. I think, like, the most thing I did was, like, I got really excited about the life of a showgirl. I get so disoriented up here. I'm just gonna do what I normally do, and I'm just gonna jump down and go the way I normally go, which is over there. Okay. Except possibly my brother, who did offer to set up an intervention because of my Spotify Wrapped this year. Yes, even after, Cullen, babe, you're going through withdrawals. We know it's not you. You're just sick, buddy. Oh, my favorite Cullen... well, it's not my favorite because we have many Cullen headcanons, but one of my favorite Cullen headcanons is because how we wrote him in Dragon Age 2, he accidentally became best friends with Hawk. And our Hawk is a giant himbo. He's very dumb and very good, and Varric is basically married to him. So you will notice here that he is much less ramen-headed, has much less of a Justin Timberlake in 1999 thing going on than he does in the other games, and we have decided it's because Hawk introduced him to hair product.
The smugglers we interrogated gave up the Red Templars'
The
main
smugglers we
source of red
interrogated.
lyrium, Inquisitor.
Oh, I don't
It's
have
located
to read
in
those.
the Dales,
I can't
near
hear
a town
them, but
called
you guys are
Sarnia.
hearing them.
Destroying the mine there will cripple Samson's operations.
Samson will have to cut back on his share if there's less red lyrium to go
Himbo's
around.
gonna himbo!
I would be very surprised if he could muster the discipline.
It's the only time I ever do male Hawk is when I play that version of him. Alright, it is 9:30. We have been going for about 3 hours on the dot. So I think we're going to close it up here. I'm going to save. And we will continue. And I will probably play some... Listen, he's not actually that dumb, but he's very much a himbo and is perfectly happy with the fact that it's disarming. Yeah, he's not actually dumb. He's just... He gives off dumb. The energy is dumb. And he gets Cullen to loosen up. It was either Hog or Josie was gonna do it once she met Cullen. That's also very good. I do love the idea of Varric, like, if somebody say to Varric, like, why do you call him Curly? Just wait till it rains. It will be adorable, because he will have little curls everywhere. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it for tonight. I will be back on Wednesday. If I will probably play more of this game. I'm kind of on a roll, but if I don't, I will do something. We'll figure it out. Wednesday at 6:30, I will be here. I hope you are here. Oh, Sparrow says, oh, okay, I thought of something I could share. I have a half-finished fic of King Alistair realizing Cullen was killing himself with work, trying to stay sober and had no friends, so he tries to befriend him under the guise of needing some random military advice. Oh, that's so good! I love that. That actually kind of works with some of my headcanons where Cullen and Alistair were roommates when they were very young Templars. Yeah, we are usually here twice a week. Sometimes we do more. Wednesdays and Fridays. There's the occasional long Saturday stream, although I have to work this week, so there's not going to be anything Saturday. But yeah, Wednesday and Friday is most days. Sometimes Jen takes over, sometimes we play together. But we would love to have you again, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. We have had a blast, and join our Discord if you didn't. I hope that link works. If it doesn't, I am emmijadeshow everywhere, so you can contact me there. Okay, this Wednesday I will be working, might not be able to join, but I will join the next time I can. Awesome! I hope to see you then, and as always, friends, stay safe, stay sane, wash your hands, and we love you. Bye!